Alrighty, hope you're doing well. Notes for week 4, solving absolute value equations. Let's take this example and go through it step by step. 5 minus 6 times the absolute value of 2 times x minus 3 is equal to negative 37. Our first step is to isolate the absolute value. This part right here is our absolute value. And 2x minus 3 is inside here. We cannot distribute across our absolute value in this instance. So we want to get rid of this 5 and 6 that are outside. We cannot subtract these. This is 6 times, this is 5 minus. So to get rid of this 5, since it's a positive 5 looking to the left, we subtract 5 from both sides. Both sides meaning the equal sign here. This is our middle. Subtracting 5 here, these reduce to 0, and we get negative 6 times the absolute value of 2x minus 3 equals negative 42. Since these are both negative, we just simply add them together. Now to get rid of our negative 6, we need to divide by negative 6 on both sides. This gives us the absolute value of 2x minus 3 is equal to 7. These two steps have isolated our absolute value, which is our first and primary step. In so doing, what was our first step? We subtracted 5 from both sides. What was our second step? We divided out our negative 6. Once we're down to this point, now we have just our absolute value equal to a number. And that's what we need to go to the next step. Our absolute value equal to some number. Okay, our next step is to draw our squiggly line here in the middle. We call it la culebra, but it's just a squiggly line in the middle. And on the left side, we take the equation without its absolute value marks and set it equal to negative 7. The left side's negative on the number line, so our left side here is where we make it equal to a negative. On the right side we make a problem, 2x minus 3 equal to positive 7. You'll notice that there are no absolute value marks on this step. Now we solve both those equations at the same time. So here we would plus 3 and plus 3. Here we would plus 3 and plus 3. Notice on both sides of that equal sign. Drawing our large line, we get 2x is equal to negative 4. Negative 7 plus 3 is negative 4. Here we get 2x is equal to 10. Now we divide out our 2's, and we get x equals negative 2. And x equals 5. Now we could stop there with our answers, but I'd like you to put those on a number line. So now we draw a number line right beneath there, and we put 0 in the middle, where our squiggly line was, separating the two problems. And we just go over left 2 on the number line to negative 2, and we put a dot. The dot signifies that that is the answer. This is the x-axis, our number line, and then here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So of all the numbers, the only two on the number line that satisfy this equation are negative 2 and positive 5. This will come in handy later when we're graphing the absolute value equation. Let's write in now what our steps were. What did we do first here? Look at it. What did we do? We added 3 to all the different sides. So we add 3 because we're isolating the variable. Now that we have the variable just with a coefficient, we divide by that coefficient. So we divide by 2. And now we've isolated our variable. So these are our answers. So really it's only 5 steps there if we look back at everything. If we look back, 5 steps and we're done. Alright, our POW for week 4. You're going to investigate life expectancy around the world. Life expectancy is how long someone can expect to live based on whether they're male or female and where in the world they grow up. So I'm going to give you a few choices to look up. Please use the internet to find your answers. Make sure to write down which websites you utilize. Okay, so investigate life expectancy around the world. Use the internet to find your answers. Make sure to write down which websites you utilize. So here's what we're going to say. Life expectancy. For a boy living in France. How long would a boy living in France expect to live? How about a girl living in Brazil? And how about a boy living in India? And a girl living in Sweden. Okay, so for each of these 4 people, I want you to find out their life expectancy Let's do it in years. Let's find an answer in months. And of course, let's find the answer in days. Now, I really don't want you to use a calculator except for these calculations. And show where you used your calculator. Calculator, okay. Cite your sources. If you use the internet, cite, write down, that means your sources, where you find the answer. Alright, see if I can zoom out and get this all at once. POW week 4. There it is, okay? Good luck. It's due Friday. Remember, short week, so you have to look at it tonight.